Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the TV6 Digital Desk live stream. My name is Molly Birch, and I'll be taking you through a recap of today's headlines. This stream runs every night starting at 8/7 Central Time from Sunday to Thursday. Feel free to comment and ask any questions you have in the chat as you feel like it, and I'll do my best to answer your questions as we go and after the stream as well. With all of that business out of the way, let's take a look at our first story for tonight, where an overnight vehicle fire in Escanaba is under investigation. The Escanaba Department of Public Safety says it happened late Tuesday evening, The department says officers were dispatched to the area of 800 South 12th Street just before midnight. Officers say they found the vehicle fully engulfed and a nearby tree also started to catch fire. The flames were put out quickly. There was no further damage to the surrounding property, and the department thanked Delta County Central Dispatch for their assistance with the incident. And in continuing coverage, the Gogebic County Fairground officials are looking to the future despite a major setback. We told you last night about a fire which destroyed 2 structures on the fairgrounds, and TV6's Justin Van Hoff tells us now what investigators are looking into as the potential cause and how officials are looking to move forward.
Behind me is what's left after a fire destroyed the grandstands and a horse barn here at the Gogebic County Fairgrounds yesterday morning. Fair Board member Linda Nelson says it's difficult to look at.
It's hard. It's heartbreaking. It's absolutely heartbreaking to look at what's behind me.
Nelson says right now, cleanup is on hold until a cause is determined.
First, we have to wait for the fire marshal's report. We can't move forward until we have that. Once we get the fire marshal's report, then we can start with the cleanup and we can start plans for what we are going to do.
Ironwood Public Safety was the first on the scene yesterday.
Our first goal was to protect surrounding buildings. We saw that the grandstands in another building was fully engulfed, so we were more into a protection mode of the surrounding structures, and officers were able to preserve those buildings.
DeGiorgio says the cause has yet to be determined, but the investigation is ongoing. But there are a few theories.
The grandstands were under demolition, and so we think an error by our demolition crew had caused the fire, but that's still under investigation.
Nelson says she doesn't know how much the cost for rebuilding the horse barn and cleaning up the grandstand will be, but she is confident it won't stop the fair from happening next year.
As far as the cost of how much it's going to cost to repair this, I wouldn't have a clue as to what it's going to be. Not a clue, but we're going to do it. There's no doubt in my mind that we are going to rebuild our fairgrounds.
Nelson says despite this destruction, crews will pick up the pieces and move forward with the 2024 fair. Justin Van Hoff, TV6 News, Ironwood.
Thank you, Justin. And we also have new information about a fire that damaged 2 Marquette County Road Commission warehouses on Monday. The Marquette County Road Commission says the fire that damaged 2 salt warehouses in Republic should not affect road cleanup this winter. The director of operations says the warehouses weren't at capacity during the fire. He says one of the warehouses contained leftover salt from last year while the other was empty.
There wasn't any seasonal salt in the first building, and there was approximately 400 ton of salt in the building next to it, which the capacity of the 2 barns is about 3,000 ton, so we didn't get our seasonal delivery yet, so we're grateful for that part of it.
The cause of this fire is still under investigation, and we will update you as soon as we have more information available. And the plot of land on Connor Road in Munising is where the Alger County Animal Shelter plans to build its new shelter. The decision to construct an entirely new shelter came after the Alger County Board decided in December not to renew the shelter's lease at its current location. This new shelter will still be a no-kill, no-time limit shelter that will run entirely on donations.
We are really looking forward to a new building where we have like bigger kennels and a better spaced out like room plan, where we have better opportunities for example, for a cat room where we have more room where cats can roam, for example.
The shelter is hosting a fundraiser this Saturday at Foggy's Steakhouse in Christmas from 4 until 7 at night. You can get more information on that at uppermichigansource.com or the TV6 and Fox UP mobile news app. And the Marquette County Crop Hunger Walk will be setting out yet again to try to raise money to stop hunger. Organizers say their goal is to get 100 walkers for this year. They want to raise $8,000, 25% of which will go to St. Vincent de Paul and the NMU Food Pantry. A walk coordinator says this is to remind people that access to food isn't universal.
Food is something that oftentimes a lot of us take advantage of having present and around and to meet our needs, but there's so many people in our communities and globally that don't have enough to eat every single day. And so just making folks more aware of it and finding a way to help eradicate some of that hunger is what we're hoping to do.
The walk begins at 2 in the afternoon on Sunday at the Marquette Hope Connection Center. Pre-register or donate to the cause on the Marquette County Crop Hunger Walk website if you're interested. And for our final story tonight, Black Rock's Brewery is bringing back the German-themed Oktoberfest. The day will feature food trucks, German lagers on tap, and live music by the world's most dangerous polka band. There will be a limited edition Oktoberfest Marzen-style lager and commemorative 1-liter steins for sale. Black Rock's Brewery Brewsician says it's a good way to commemorate the end of summer.
And it's just a fun day to get out and put on the lederhosen and the dirndls and grab a stein and maybe hoist the stein in a competition and have a stein holding competition or hammerschlagen. Tend to have some good food trucks here that keep everybody fed, and yeah, it's a great time.
Oktoberfest is from 12 in the afternoon to 11 in the evening on Saturday at Black Rock's Brewery. It is free to attend. And that's all the stories we have tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night where I'll be here in the same place at the same time. That's 8 Eastern Time, 7 Central Time, with a recap of tomorrow's headlines. If you have a story idea you think we should report on, feel free to contact us at any time. These are a few easy ways to get a hold of both myself and others in the newsroom. And again, you can contact us at any time. We'd love to hear from you with your story ideas. Thank you again for joining me live at the TV6 Digital Desk. Have a good rest of your night.